Alright, so let's start with our first problem. We're supposed to solve this, but to solve it we have to factor it first. So let's make sure that you're taking notes. So we have 3x to the cube minus 12x equals 0. Here we have a binomial, and each one of them has a little bit of x. So we should find the greatest common factor, which means take out as many x's and as many numbers as possible. So how many x's can we take out? Well, this one only has 1x. This one has 3 x's, so we can take out 1x. The rest of them stay inside. And we have the coefficients. We have 3 and 12. Is there anything that goes into 3 and 12? Yes. 3 goes into 3. 3 goes into 12. So now we have to figure out how much is left inside. 3 goes into 3 one times. X goes into x cubed, x squared times. X times x squared is x cubed. Minus stays a minus. 3 goes into 12 4 times. X goes into x 1 time. So we don't have to put anything here. So our two factors are 3x and x squared minus 4. I don't have to write the 1 over here because that's a coefficient, and it's implied that this x squared has a 1 with it. So this is equals to 0. So I have two factors. So either 3x has to equal 0 or x squared minus 4 has to equal 0. For 3x equals 0, x is equals to 0 because 0 divided by 3 is 0. So this one's done. And this one's a little bit more intricate because we have, this is x squared. By looking at it, I can see that this one right here, this one should remind you of difference of squares. So I know that x squared, well, what's going on here? Why is it not writing? Okay. X squared minus 4 is equals to, for some reason it's not writing for me. It's x plus 4 times x minus 4. So then that means that x plus 4 equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. We have x plus 4 equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. Let's see if I can erase this. So here x has to be minus 4 and here the x has to be plus 4. And we already have x equals 0 over here. So we know that we have three solutions. X equals 0, x equals negative 4, and x equals positive 4. That's the answer for number 1. We factored it and we solved it. Right? For number 2, again we're going to ask ourselves, well, what is it that we can do here? We have b cubed minus 18b squared plus 16b equals 0. Is there anything that's common between each term? Yes, b. So we're going to do the greatest common factor. What can we take out? Well, is there a number here in front of the b? Is there a coefficient? Yes, it's 1. But then again, 1 is common everywhere, so we're not going to worry about it. But the b is also common, so we're going to take out a b. which leaves me b squared minus 18b plus 16 equals 0. So I know that this b right over here, this has to be a 0, right? But I still have this polynomial that I have to solve or factorize. So for this one, this is a trinomial. 16 doesn't have a b, so I can't factor anything out anymore. So I'll see if I can use the two-factor method. So b times b gives me b squared. Is there a number that when I multiply gives me 16, but when I add or subtract gives me negative 18? Let's see. Is there a number? Is there a number that works? Well, let's see. What am I trying to get? Uh, 16. How do I get 16? Let's see. 16 equals 8 times 2. 16 equals 4 times 4. Oh, this is not 18, this is 8. Sorry, my bad. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so 4 times 4 would work for me. So if I had negative 4 times negative 4, negative 4 times negative 4 gives me 16, positive 16, negative 4 added gives me negative 8. So I have 3 factors now. I have b, b minus 4, and b minus 4, which means b has to equal 0 or b minus 4 has to equal 0. So my answer here is b equals 0 and b equals 4. Because if I add 4 to both sides, I get b equal 4. So here's my solution. I'll give you a couple of minutes to make corrections and write these down. Now you have your the videos from yesterday. They are in your classwork. So make sure you get your computers or on your phone, wherever you can and wherever you want to. You have your all the videos from yesterday. They are in your Teams folder in the classwork. Let me show you where they are. So this is your Teams. Well, let me give you time to copy this first, and then I'll show you where they are. Mr. Wilson, whenever you get a chance, please take attendance. Their new file is in the 1127 folder. And it's called Wooddale P12 week of 1127. And so please make sure that you take attendance and then give them a Bellwork grade. And then at the end of the class, you'll give them a classwork grade.